the third of this 4-game series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. We are live here with our friends here, and starting this ball game on the mound, Lewis McCoy, as he will get this one underway for game 2 of this 4-game series. In out, Rick Rock, the right fielder, stepping up now, as we will start this second of this doubleheader here on this Monday evening. And a four-seamer is in there, called for strike one, and we are underway here this evening. Into the windup, here's the 0-1. And look out, that one nearly got away from him, and that's ball one. 82 degrees our weather, partly cloudy. Winds blowing only 6 miles an hour from center field. The 1-1. And that changeup out of the zone for ball two. Beautiful evening as we are underway, and we got shout outs to get to this evening. We got the fans from Corpus Christi watching here tonight, and we got fans here at our ball club watching here in San Antonio. 3-1 delivery, and that will miss ball four, so he will walk Rock straight to first with nobody out. And now bring up the center fielder Derek McKenna up to the plate now, with one on and nobody out. And both of them are in there, so no double play, as that scorer's decision will be a base hit. So he received late on that ball, and that will put 2 runners on. Nick Best, the shortstop, will step up to the plate now, as he gets a good chance of doing the damage. And a four-seamer out of the zone for ball one. So San Antonio in trouble here this evening. They got 2 runners on. And oh my gracious, that will be a base hit, and the bases are loaded here in the top half of the first inning. And now bring up A.J. Reed. And a changeup. 1-0. Bases loaded. Nobody out, and a scary situation, as this could be a run in. And indeed it will. Corpus Christi coming up to a 1-0 early lead here in the top of the first on that sacrifice fly. Could have been a whole lot worse if it was a grand slam. That would put them up 4-0 here in the top of the first. But gladly that didn't happen. J.D. Davis coming up to the plate now. 2-1 with 1 away.
Ball one, no strike.
And look out, that slider nearly came in and got him, and that's ball one. Gotta say, McCoy struggling here in the first inning. And already 12 pitches so far through this first inning. 1-1. And that slider is out of the zone for ball two. Double play could get the top half of the first finished with. And only that 1-run score would be it right there. Four-seam fastball, and that will be 3-1. And Mariano Casillo waits on deck, and if he misses, we'll reload the bases. So do gotta say, scary situation here this evening. Fouled off, and now the count will be 3-2, and that will be loaded. McKenna in scoring position. And that's going to be hit. And that will be the second out here. Now time to look at the visiting lineups for the Corpus Christi Hooks. In now, Mariano Casilla, the left fielder, up to the plate now. 2 on with 2 away. And that ball's going to be hit in the right. Center fielder has it, and that's the inning. Could have been a lot worse here in the top half of the first, but only 1 run on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of inning number 1. The Hooks are out in front 1-0. Taking the mound for the visitors, Sam Johnson. Coming up to do the pitching here for the bottom half of the first inning. And leading off the bottom half is the center fielder, Billy Richter. Up to the plate now. Now, if you watch the first of the doubleheader that came at 4:05, Missions win by a final of 5-4. So, San Antonio winning their first today. And hopefully another one could be won this evening. And that's going to be hit right to second. That's out number 1. Time now to look at the home squad starting lineups. In now, the shortstop, Rodney Finch. Approaches the plate now. A beautiful Monday afternoon, and want to thank everybody for tuning in with us and spending your whole afternoon to come out to the ball game and cheer on your San Antonio Missions. Pretty good team, the AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. Corpus Christi AA, Houston Astros affiliation. Don't forget the AAA Round Rock Express, who they're also affiliated to the Astros.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So call-up track, you got AA Corpus Christi, and you got AAA Round Rock. And then your shot to still stay in Texas, as you will go to Houston when they call you up to Major League Baseball. Brett Kennedy called up to AAA El Paso. And do gotta say, you sure do miss him. He's a good guy. That his duty is to get to the majors and to work his hardest at a major league level. 4-seam fastball out of the zone for ball 1 to Felipe Rodriguez. So gotta say, we sure do miss Brett and want to wish him the best of luck as to Major League Baseball. And that will, oh my gracious. And the runner will steal second on wild pitch, and now you got a man in scoring position. And what that will be scored, a passed ball. Oh my goodness. Tying run up at second with one man away here in this inning. And hot shot corner to third, and that's 2 retired. And gotta say, that would have been a potential base hit if it was about to get over the head, and he jumped up and grabbed out that one. Two retired here in the bottom half of the first inning. And do gotta say that four-seamer out of the zone for ball 1 to Edgar Armas, right fielder. Midland tonight playing the Frisco Rough Riders. And they will be here the day after Wednesday. And that's going to be hit. And that's going to be danger it is. And the tying run comes across to score as we are tied up at 1 apiece. So, show track shows Edgar Armas the exit velocity 111.9 miles per hour. Exit velocity 12.42 degrees. So that right there, a nice, and I will say it, a nice clean line drive base hit. Robbie Hunt, the designated hitter, up to the plate now, 2 away in the inning in a 1-1 tied ball game. Now Monday Night Baseball underway after our afternoon first game. And San Antonio winning that one 5-4. So they outbeat Corpus Christi in the first game. And hopefully to do more damage and Steph. And that will do it. The inning is over. And here's another look at that run coming across the score. And we are tied at 1 apiece at the end of the first inning. We head to inning number 2. Mariano Avales will come up now to start the top half of inning number 2 in the box. Tied in a 1-1 game, and here we go with inning number 2 as a four-seam fastball is in there for strike 1. 0-1 delivery. And that's going to be hitting the right, and the right fielder will have it 1 away. Time to look at the defensive lineups for the home team. Oh, 0-2 delivery. And that's going to be hit. And no one could get that one, and that will still remain the count 0-2. Oh, 0-2 delivery. And the bat will break. Nobody will get this one. And that ball will stay out of sight for strike 2. Hit to third. Third baseman hits it, and that will do it. 2 away. So the hot corner is the most important thing in the sporting of baseball. Now bring up Steve Barora, the designated hitter. And that four-seamer out of the zone for ball 1. One and no delivery. And did he go around? Home plate umpire says no, he did not. It's ball 2. Two and 0. Fouled off, and now the count will be at 2-1. Two and 1. And that's going to be hit in the left. And uh-oh, he misses it. Thought he had it, but it sails right over his head. And that will be a 2-out triple. So if I was in charge here, that would probably go down as an E6 on the play. And he just ran right past it. What was he thinking? So that'll be a 2-out triple, and Barora will be at third, the go-ahead run. And that will be a base hit, and that will get the runner in. And that will be safe right there as the first base umpire calls him. And the Hooks will now be out in front 2-1 here in this ball game. And that one will go foul for strike 1. Derek McKenna was a single in the first, 1-for-1 here tonight in this ball game. And we got the runner tagging up and stealing second. And now you got Missions trailing by only 1, and another run will be in to score if this runner at second will get a base hit by McKenna. And that's going to be hit in the right. Right fielder has it, and that's the inning. So 1 run on a couple base hits, no errors. And we head to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Hooks are out in front, 2-1. Roger Serrano, third baseman, stepping up to the plate to start the home half of inning number 2. San Antonio now trailing once again here in this ball game. And you gotta say the tying run up to the plate now, hoping to do damage and get this game scored and tied once again. 1-0. And the four-seamer right in the zone for strike 1. One and 1. And the changeup out of the zone for ball 2 now. Two and 1 delivery. And Serrano will chase, and that will even up the count at 2-2 on the slider. My gracious, he's chasing. And that'll be strike 3 called, and he goes down 1 away. Time to look at the defensive lineups for the visitors. In now, the left fielder, Howard Ferguson. Stepping up to with 1 man away and nobody on here in this ball game. And that is going to be hit. And the right fielder will get that one, and that's 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of inning number 2. And now bring in Kenny McClendon, the second baseman here tonight. 2 away in the inning on this Monday evening. Here's we play the third of this 4-game series. The 4-seamer in there for strike one. We play 5 games at Corpus Christi, and then we'll play the final 4 here at home against Midland. And then we'll wrap up the first half of the season. Right to first. First baseman has it, and that's the inning. One hit only, but nothing comes of it. And we head to the top of inning number 3. Nick Bess, shortstop single in the first for Corpus Christi. As we start the top half of inning number 3. And that one's going to be fouled off into right. And that one will go out of play for strike one. 2-1 our score here in the top of the 3rd inning. Now the count 1-1. And the 4-seamer is out of the zone for ball 2. The 2-1. And that one's going to be hit. And that one will go out of play for the hugest strike of them all. And that would have been a solo home run if it was to stay fair. 2-2. And that one's going out of play. And he's fouling them off. Another one, 2-2. And that one nails him in the butt. And that's the first walk right there. Right in the rear end. Or should I say, right in the kisser. I gotta say, that right there just makes him look silly. And that'd be bringing up A.J. Reed, the first baseman. He was a sacrifice fly on his first plate appearance here this evening. I bet his butt's gonna be sore after tonight's game. He'd be like, my butt hurts. I got a baseball right on my rear end. It's like my parents give me a whooping when I do something bad. You feel the paddle, but it's not the paddle that come get you. It's the ball that come get you when you play a game like this. 1-1 delivery now. And that's going to be hit, and a base hit it is. And we got 2 guys on with nobody out.
Now, third baseman,
and time is going to be called here as we're going to get the manager out here to replace this guy out of the ball game. And do got to say, the cooperation is just not in him this evening. 2 guys in bases and nobody out here, and I doubt he's going to get an L here this evening, and he's been retired early. Ramon Cortez will come up here as he'll start the top half of the 3rd inning with Steele. 2-1 and nobody out in a situation like this. Here we go in this one, a 2-seamer right in the zone for strike 1 to J.D. Davis. Scary situation. This game could get out of hand for San Antonio. Winning 1 and hoping to win another this evening. And that one's going to be hit right onto the track. And the guy from second's going to come. And happy birthday, as he will score from second on the sacrifice fly. And one away in the inning, and that'll bring up Mariano Casilla, the fly out in the first inning here in this ball game. And that's going to be popped up. Right in the right. Right fielder has it. And that's 2 away here in the inning. So Corpus Christi leading a 3-1 in the top of the 3rd inning. And now bring up Mariano Avales, the catcher. Line out in the 2nd. Cortez looking to come into this ball game and try to relieve the pitcher that started this ball game from his mistakes. Mistakes of losing a ball game is the lack of concentration. Concentration is key element of winning ball games. And if you don't concentrate in the ball game, then you will be removed from the ball game. Simple as that. Christopher Pace, the second baseman, grounded out in the 2nd inning. I do got to say, 2 away in the inning with the corners loaded up here. And that's going to be danger, it is. And now they will get 1 run. And another run's going to come across to score. And that will bring them up to 4 runs now. So the show motion here shows that ball was hit really good. And you got to say the left fielder had it in view and he chased after it and couldn't get to it in time. So Cortez is going down afterwards. And lack of that right there is his focus and concentration ain't working. So that'll bring up Kevin Simon out of the bullpen. And he will be asked to do some pitching here in this ball game. Like I said, the focus and concentration is the key to winning. So winning ball games is what you have to do. Steve Barora, the designated hitter, hit a triple that led to the run coming across to score here in this game. And do got to say 2 away in the inning with that going on right there. And finally, the inning will come to an end as 4 runs come across to score. We go to the bottom half of inning number 3, and Corpus Christi out in front 5-1. Chad Taylor, the catcher, coming up to start the bottom half of inning number 3 here in this one. And here we go with inning number 3 as the cutter has been out of the zone for ball 1. And a 4-seamer in there, and now evened up the count at 1-1. One delivery. And that changeup will be out of the zone for ball 2. 27 pitches to the visiting guy on the mound here this evening. On this beautiful Monday night, just partly cloudy, nice and comfortable weather. It's a sleep in the hammock kind of weather. And now bring up Billy Richter on deck here for San Antonio. Hoping that they could get on base and try to get back in this ball game before it's too late. And that will load up the count at 3-2. The lack of focus, you will lose ball games. And even though you have to focus more and try to focus on the guy in the box. Billy Richter was a line out in the first to the center fielder. We have one guy on at first and hoping to do the damage. Four-seam fastball in there for a strike. 93 miles an hour on that one. And that one's going to be hit right in the right. And the second baseman will get that one, and that's one away. Richter goes down, retired. And now bring up the shortstop, Ronnie Finch, with a single and a run. 1-for-1 here in this contest this evening. So Corpus Christi scoring 1 run in the top half of the first, 1 run in the second, 3 runs in the top half of the third. And now they're up a 5-1. So San Antonio trailing by only 4. So gotta say, they better get 4 runs across the score and hoping to get back in this one. And like I said before, it's too late, because tonight we only have 7 innings of play here. And right up there, and that will be 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
First baseman number 34.
And now bring up number 34, Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman. Up to the plate now for the Missions. 1 man on, 2 away here in the inning. Want to remind everybody that they are welcomed back for Tuesday night baseball here in the AA Texas League. And don't forget the Rockhounds coming to town. And we'll play 2 games beginning the afternoon on Thursday. 4:05, our first pitch against the visiting Midland Rockhounds. Then off for Corpus Christi for 5. Then back home to wrap up the first half, 4 games against Midland. And that will do it. The inning is over. 5-1 our score, end of 3. And now stepping in, Rick Rock, a single that led to an RBI and a run that come across to score. We'll start the top half of the 4th inning for the visitors. Four-seam fastball, Simon nailing that one in the strike zone for strike 1. So gotta say, a disappointing night for the starting pitcher and the second leadoff pitcher. And Simon being the 3rd pitcher of this evening's contest. Right under the glove of the hot corner. And that right there will be a no-out single right there as we go back to the top of the order. Derek McKenna up now for Corpus Christi, as he will take a 4-seamer, 91 miles an hour for strike 1. 1 for 2 tonight, a single in the first inning. And do gotta say, he's looking to do the more damage here, as a runner at first and nobody out. 0-2 delivery. And that one will be fouled off, and he's protecting the plate at 0-2. Top half of the 4th in a 5-1 game here. And San Antonio trailing by 4. And that will be the first out. And the second baseman has that. And that will be a leadoff flyout. Nick Best, a shortstop, 1 for 1, single and a run here in this ball game. And that one will be tapped out, and that'd be strike 1. Well, Thursday, the Hooks will go to Frisco for a 4-game series, while San Antonio will play Midland And then after that, we'll head to Corpus Christi and start 5 down there. And then back here to play the Rockhounds. And that strike 3 called, and Best will go down 2 away.
First baseman number 23.
And now bring up A.J. Reed. Single RBI that led to a run here in this evening's contest. And did he break the plane? The home plate umpire says yes, he did, and that's strike 1. Last half of the 4th inning with 2 away, and that one's going to be fouled off for strike 2. 0-2, and that's going to be popped up at home plate, and that ends the inning. The catcher gets that one. So no runs, no hits, no errors here, and we head to the bottom half of the 4th. The Hooks out in front 5-1. Edgar Aramis with a double that led an RBI and a cross score here this evening.
Edgar Armand.
And now here's the first pitch. And look out, that one nearly got him, and that's ball 1. So, nice, beautiful evening here in Double-A baseball. And did he held up? Yes, he did successfully, and that's ball 2. Very nice shot from our cameraman. Behind home plate, the best spot to sit in a ball game. One of my favorite spots. And that one, hallelujah, that one is out of here. And San Antonio getting up there, and now they got 3 trailing Corpus Christi. So they still got a little whiles to go. And that leadoff is going to be something that this home crowd will get back into. And as you could tell, that one was hit right out of the ballpark. Look at that. It's high, it's gone, it's out of here. Nobody out after the solo home run. And that will be a base hit. So base runner at first with nobody out. And San Antonio looking to change things around as they will try to get back in this ball game and try to win the second of this doubleheader here tonight. And that one's going to be hit. Right fielder's chasing it. And luckily he didn't get that one. And that would be strike 1 and foul grounds. Roger Serrano up to the plate now. And if he could get a base hit here and draw in that runner, that would be good too. Chasing after it. Base hit, and that will be it right in there. So here comes the tying run up to the plate, and that will be Howard Ferguson. 0 for 1 with a fly out here in this ball game. So looking to do the damage here in this one and try to get back in the competition. And that will be a hit, but it will go to the right fielder, and that's out number 1. So Rock will take that one in and now bring up Kenny McClendon. So he will be chosen to be the tying run up to the plate with first and second up in there. cutter right in the dirt, and that's ball one. One and 0. And that one's going to be hit. But unfortunately, the bad news is call off the dogs. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Chad Taylor.
Now bring up the catcher, Chad Taylor. First plate appearance was a walk here in this evening's contest. And Taylor will swing and miss on that four-seamer. 93 miles an hour for strike one. Gotta say, Taylor is the tying run up to the plate. If he can launch one here and bring that runner home from second. And that's gonna be hit. And that will do it. The inning is over. So a few base hits, but no damage. On now to the top of inning number 5. And Corpus Christi out in front 5-2. In now, J.D. Davis. 2 flyouts that led to an RBI.
Third baseman, JBaker.
So start the top half of inning number 5 here in this ball game. And the four-seamer as we are underway of inning number 5 for strike one. And good grief, guys, that is a beautiful shot here at our third base side. And that will be hit to the first, and the base will be stepped on. 1 away.
Now batting,
Lewis McCoy, a bad night for him as he did not do that great this evening. Still in for the L if the Missions lose this game here tonight. Or he could get a no decision. We'll see what happens. So Simon looking like he's got some confidence coming. And that would be a 1-out single as we go back to the top of the order with a base runner at first.
now batting,
And 1 away here in the top half of the 5th. Shout outs to get to. I do apologize about that. We got the section 207 fans. Good evening. And also you are tonight's lucky winners here. Section 207. Come down with your family, as it'll be section 205, 206, 207. Here in this one, you just won a prize pack to go to Hawaii. And wow! Wow! It gets him out barehanded. And that's 2 away now in the inning. Wow! Christopher Pace, the second baseman, double with 2 RBIs. The runs batted in, coming at a premium. And that force out at second. I don't see a play like that, but that right there was something that we all looked at and said, wow. Two-0. And that's going to be hit to the left. Left fielder inside of that one. And that's the inning. No runs on a couple base hits. No errors. And we head to the bottom half of the 5th. Corpus Christi out in front 5-2. 23 Billy Richter, the center fielder, will start the bottom half of the 5th inning here.
Richter.
And do gotta say, tonight will be a night if they could come back in this one. And we are underway of the bottom half of the 5th inning. as first pitch is out of the zone for ball one. Want to remind everybody to come back tomorrow night as we wrap up this 4-game set. And just want everybody to come back and enjoy the great outdoors. One away in the inning here in the bottom half of the 5th. And now bring up the next hitter, the shortstop Rodney Finch. The single and a run, 1 for 2 here in this evening's ball game. And that's going to be hit. Unfortunately for him, the shortstop will go down. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that will bring up Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman, 0 for 2 with the strikeout. And San Antonio down against it as they are down to their final 6 outs here. I would say it would probably be 9 outs, but we'll see what happens. End of 5 as Corpus Christi out in front by 3, 5-2. Steve Barora, the number 9 hitter, will come up to the plate now as he will start the top half of the 6th inning for Corpus Christi. And the 4-seamer's in there for strike 1. Now the count 0-1. Simon already up to confidence. And you got to say tonight will be his best night. And that'd be 1 away. Ground out to second. And thrown to first. And now get him out at first. And number 9 hitter goes down. And now bring up the number 1 hitter, Rick Rock. Rock started this ball game, and he was the leadoff hitter here this evening. Oh, and 1 delivery. And that's going to be hit in the right, and that's 2 away. And the leadoff hitter will be retired as well. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Derek McKenna, the number 2 hitter here in this one. And the 4-seamer out of the zone for ball 1. And now the count holds at 1-0. One and 0 delivery. And the 4-seamer in the zone for strike 1. One and 1. And 2-seamer out of the zone for ball 2 now. 2-1. And that will even up the count at 2-2 on the 4-seam fastball in for strike 2. 2-2. And that's going to be hit. And that will get him. Yes, it will. And that will be the inning. Bottom half of the 6th. Corpus Christi out in front 5-2. In now is Edgar Aramis as he launched a solo home run here in this ball game, and we go back to it. And that one was just way out of here as he hit that one in the bottom half of the 4th inning with no outs. So hoping to do... Oh man, look at it! Oh man, it's out of here! Woohoo! Gone! Second home run tonight, 395 feet. And my gracious, this guy looks like he's Superman. Just out of here. Second home run of the evening. And now San Antonio trailing by 2 in the bottom half of the 6th inning. High fives in that one, man. Great job. Now we go back to the top of the order here. And you got to say, Edgar getting the 4th and 6th innings with 2 solos that he hit out of the ballpark. Gotta say, you get pretty happy when you see a home run, but yes, this is for the home crowd. You get one so high up out of in the strike zone, and that is your danger point. You can either get a triple or a home run. So San Antonio down to their last 6 outs here of this ball game, as they will still have the bottom half of the 6th and the bottom half of inning number 7 to come back in this one and to win the double. Little tapper, and Hunt will stay alive. Now the count 1-2. I never seen a guy like Edgar Aramis just hitting that ball out of here. My gracious. Oh, man. That guy can hit. And that would be strike 3 called, and that's 1 away in the inning. I think that guy will pretty much get moved up to AAA real soon. Just like Brett Kennedy did. Roger Serrano coming up to the plate now. And you got to say, the Padres organization going really well for him. And AAA El Paso treating him really well. And the Prospects organization for Brett Kennedy. Gotta say, like I said, wish him the best of luck and hope that his journey forward remains a journey forward. 2 away here in this inning. And that will bring up the left fielder. The left fielder in here tonight. 2 away in the inning. Howard Ferguson, the left fielder, fly out, line out now. 0 for 2 here. And down to the final 4 outs of this 6th inning frame. 5-3, our score, bottom half of the 6th. Hit to second. And that will do it. The inning is over. 1 run on the solo. And that will end the inning. We head to the top of the 7th. The Hooks out in front 5-3. Back here for Texas League Baseball as we start the last inning of this doubleheader. 5-3 our score on this beautiful Monday night. And now Nick Best, the shortstop, 1 for 2. A single that led to a run coming across to score. And gotta say, Simon getting lucky this evening. He's now already got confidence. We'll say to the leadoff, bad night for him, but tonight he could get an L or a no decision.
1-1.
Just depends if this bullpen can turn this around in the bottom half of the 7th. And that one will be fouled off as well. And now the count will be at 1-2. 1-2. And that's going to be hit. And no, he can't get to it. And that right there will put a guy in a no-out triple here. And Best will now be at third. And he nails that one right into center. And gotta say, that right there nearly got one guy out. AJ Reed coming up here. And do gotta say, we're going to see a pitching change here, as they will call up Guy Shipman to do the pitching here.
Number 23, Guy Shipman.
So he will try to get 3 outs here in this game. And gotta say that number three pitcher did really well. 1-0 delivery. And that will be evened up at 1-1. Beautiful first base side, as we see a nice, beautiful evening here upon us. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Home plate umpire says he did. And that's strike 2. So this Monday doubleheader fixing to wrap up. And that one's going to be hit. Right in the right. Right fielder has it. And that looks like it's going to bring in a run, and the likes of which it will. And that is a 6-3 score. So San Antonio now trailing by 3 here in the top half of the 7th. And gotta say, this could be a evened out doubleheader. J.D. Davis, third baseman, grounded out in the 5th inning. And only trailing by 3 here in this ball game. So San Antonio needs to find a way to get back in this one. And hopefully they'll bring out the guy that hits solo home runs. And he'll swing and a miss. And now he'll be in the 0-2 hole. So good gracious. And we are up to the plate now. J.D. Davis, Corpus Christi guy. 6-3 our score here in the last inning of this doubleheader. One and 2 now.
2-2 now.
And the 2-2 in there for ball 2. And now even up the count. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider. And he'll become out number 2, the second casualty here this evening.
Left fielder, Mariano Casilla.
And now bring up Mariano Casilla. He's the last hitter of this ball game in the top of the 7th frame. One and 0 delivery. And that nails him in the rear end. And I doubt he's going to get that right there. So 2 guys, the leadoff pitcher and now the number 4 pitcher, will be getting him in the rear end. So 1 and 4 pitchers drilling 2 guys in the rear ends. Got to say, if it is on purpose, then in the major leagues, they'll throw you out for that or just give you a warning. Warnings is both bullpens are warned by the home plate umpire. And if you throw behind his back, it's immediate ejection, which will lead a manager and a home plate umpire face to face with each other. You know, I feel pretty scared for Brett Kennedy going to San Diego when they call him up. Gutter, 91 miles an hour, and that's strike 2. 1-2, and that will be out of the zone. Four-seamer out of there for ball 2. Two and 2. Hit to first. And he steps on the bag, and that ends the inning. 1 run in this one. And we go to the 7th inning stretch here. And 6-3 our score. Corpus Christi lead. Stepping in now, Kenny McClendon, the second baseman. Up to the plate now as we start the half of the 7th in what appears to be a 3 runs that they need to get. And the center fielder will reach up in that one, chase that one in left, and that's the first out in the inning. So nothing you don't want to see here, getting a fly out, and now bring up the catcher Chad Taylor. Walk into third here in this ball game here. Night sky on this Monday night. Changeup, 84 miles an hour. Hernandez and Espinosa, the righties, now warming up in the Hooks bullpen. 6-3 our score here in the bottom of the 7th. Four-seamer in there, 1-1. 2 outs remain, and Corpus Christi could have this well in the bag. And pretty much I think they've already got San Antonio outnumbered. 1-1. And that's going to be a base hit in the left. Now we got a base runner on first. And they're getting close to getting in another batter. 5th run up to the plate now. And a four-seamer, 94 miles an hour, called for strike 1 to the center fielder, Billy Richter. Richter grounded out in the 5th inning. And you got to say that right there, not good at all. And, whoa! Look at that. And San Antonio getting 2 guys in scoring position. And now the tying run comes up to the plate now. So a little push here needs to be made if San Antonio wants to get this ball game tied with 6 apiece. And time's going to be called here as the manager for Corpus Christi pops out of the bullpen. And he is going to relieve his pitcher. So tonight he could get the W. And if those 3 guys come across to score and tie this ball game, and San Antonio winning this, he could get the L if it's possible. Ronnie Finch, a shortstop, 1 for 3 with a single and a run, striding up to the plate now with a guy in scoring positions at 3rd and 2nd. So hoping to do the damage. And that's going to be hit in the center. And that's going to be a base hit. And that will load the bases, and the now winning run approaching the plate. And hoping that a grand slam is coming. Pray to God it does. Pray to God a miracle can happen. And they can win this one in a walk-off. And a slider, 87 miles an hour, called for ball 1. A miracle could happen, guys. Believe it or not, Rodriguez could be the hero of this game. And that's going to be hit. Look at it. And that will bring up this one as the run number 4. And that will be a sacrifice fly. We thought the grand slam was coming. And now they're chipping away the deficit. So Edgar Armas will be called up to the plate now. But first, the pitcher will be relieved. Sylvester Damon now coming up to get a save here and get the final out of this 7th inning. Edgar Armas hit 2 home runs, a double, and put in 3 runs in this game. So hoping a good night for him is about to unfold. If they can find some way to win the ball game and send the fans home happy. On to first. And that's the ball game, folks. So Corpus Christi winning this one in a final of 6-4. And thought that San Antonio was going to win this one. But the doubleheader is even at 1-1. We will be back here for the show and the after show of tonight's ball game here against the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions here this evening. We'll be back in a few short moments and we'll bring you up to date on station identification here in this one. So stay tuned, fans.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Hooks, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 7 men on base. For the Mission, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And so tonight, the Corpus Christi Hooks will win the second of this 2-game doubleheader. So San Antonio losing this one, and this series will be evened out at 1-1. And do gotta say, it's pretty good to see both ball clubs getting a win apiece in tonight's contest. Gotta say, what a beautiful night it was on this Monday evening. And as we conclude both ball games here today, so hopefully these guys will be ready for tomorrow night when we conclude the 4-game series. And then don't forget, Thursday night we greet the visiting Midland Rockhounds to town. I gotta say, that's gonna be really good as well. Well, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for the Corpus Christi Hooks. 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors. For San Antonio, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors in this one. Rick Rock, the leadoff hitter tonight, and also the guy playing in right field, did 2 for 3 with the RBI. That led to 2 runs and 1 base. Winning pitcher will go to Sam Johnson. Save will go to Sylvester Damon. And I do gotta say, losing pitcher tonight will be Lewis McCoy, as he had a terrible evening pitching and losing confidence. So no strikeouts. He gave up 5 hits and 4 runs he gets charged with. So not a good night for him in this doubleheader. So we are back here tomorrow night as we have baseball here on the show. And gotta say, we will see you guys back tomorrow. Enjoy your evening, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow night.